concrete, steel, silence. This was Little India, once a vibrant tapestry of colours and sounds, now a desolate grid of conformity. The streets, once fragrant with cardamom and jasmine, reeked of fear and surveillance. Walls, once adorned with intricate columns, stood bare, stark reminders of the regime's suffocating control. Art, the lifeblood of this ancient culture, was deemed dangerous. Music silenced, dance forbidden, even the fragrant spices, once symbols of life and celebration, were rationed, their potency deemed a threat to the sterile order. The heart of Little India, once a symphony of hawkers and laughter, was now patrolled by the ever-watchful drones. Their metallic eyes scanned for any flicker of disobedience, any whisper of rebellion. Fear, a venomous serpent, coiled around the hearts of the people. Yet even in the deepest shadows, the human spirit, like a persistent vine, sought light. For how can you silence a song that lives in the soul, a rhythm that echoes in the blood? In the depths of this oppression, a spark ignited. A whisper on the wind, a symbol scrawled on a wall, Zindabaad forever. It spoke of resistance, of an unyielding spirit, a refusal to be silenced. Zindabaad forever, a collective of artists, musicians and dreamers, bound by their love for their heritage and their defiance of tyranny. They met in the shadows, their faces hidden, their voices low, their spirits ablaze with the fire of rebellion.
Her voice, though hushed, carried the weight of generations. Her eyes, though veiled, blazed with the fire of 1,000 suns. She spoke of freedom, of art as resistance, of reclaiming their stolen heritage. They trained in secret, their weapons not guns and bombs, but the very tools of their ancestors, the sitar and the tabla, the brush and the chisel. For they knew that to fight for their culture, they had to wield its essence.
Among the ranks of Zindabaad forever walked legends reborn. A young man, his hands calloused but sure on the tabla, bore a striking resemblance to the legendary Zakir Hussain. His rhythms, a complex tapestry of rebellion and hope, resonated with the spirit of the maestro. A woman, her eyes mirroring the strength of Rani Lakshmi Bai, the warrior queen, led the group's stealth and strategy. Her movements, fluid and precise, spoke of a legacy of resistance.
And then there was Maya. Some whispered she was the reincarnation of MS Subbulakshmi, the queen of Carnatic music, her voice possessing the same haunting beauty, the same power to stir the soul. These echoes of the past fueled their fight, reminding them of the indomitable spirit of their ancestors, the legacy they were destined to reclaim. Their past was their weapon, their art their ammunition, their spirit their shield.
Diwali, the festival of lights, once a celebration of victory over darkness, was now a muted affair, a pale shadow of its former glory. The regime, in its paranoia, had banned all fireworks, all lamps, all outward displays of joy. But Zindabaad forever had a plan. On the eve of Diwali, under the watchful eyes of the drones, they moved. Silently like shadows, they dispersed throughout Little India, their pockets filled with coloured powders, their hearts thrumming with a symphony of defiance. As the clock struck midnight, their rebellion bloomed. All across Little India, intricate Rangoli designs exploded onto the drab concrete. Flowers, deities and symbols of hope, rendered in vibrant hues, screamed their message of defiance. The drones, their programming confounded by this sudden burst of colour, hovered uselessly. This was not the rebellion they were programmed to recognize. This was art, this was beauty, this was resistance.